Hello, everyone. Welcome to Late Night Meditation. I'm Lobby Clint. Very glad to be online with all of you, whether you're watching from Zoom, YouTube, Facebook. And so, hello, everyone. Hi, Dad. Hello, Meredith. Hello, Karina, Sylvia, Kaleem, Vivi, Cameron, Gina, and Kanoon. Also on YouTube, Hakuzo and Lisa. Thanks for joining in. And everyone watching on Facebook. As always, it's great to be here online with you all. You may notice my other half is not here yet. Please submit. Actually, it's just because today our head monk is flying in from Thailand. So he's currently going to pick him up right now. So it happened to work out this way. And hello, Mom. Thanks for joining in. So, as always, it's great to be here online with you all. And, of course, have you guys been doing your homework? Okay. Okay, very good. In case you're new or you may have forgotten, the homework is whatever you're doing, have relaxation and awareness. It's a great way to practice meditation outside the meditation hall because you don't need to be sitting to meditate. You can indeed do it while you're walking around, standing, even while you're doing work, even while you drive. Of course, don't close your eyes. uh, Hello, Julie. Thanks for joining on Facebook. So, as we practice this homework is actually a great way to help us practice gaining that balance outside of meditation. That way, as we practice outside, when it's time to come inside and meditate together, you're able to go in deeper, easier. You might notice I have still a little bit of a cough, but oddly, I only cough when I'm here, when I'm here in this room, the studio. I think it's just a little dust. So I'll be doing some cleaning very soon. And hello, Sandra. Thanks for joining in. Oh, Lisa says, love the forest wallpaper. Yes, this is actually a park. So today is Arundel Park, the park here in Milton area in Toronto, in Canada. So I like to, whenever I get to go outside, get to take pictures of pretty spots, and then it becomes our background for our meditation. And as we practice together today, remember relaxation and awareness. Not force, not push. Take your time. Whether you're brand new to meditation or you've been meditating for years, still take your time. So, as always, for Mondays and Wednesdays, I let you guys decide how much instruction would you guys like? Would you like level 1, kind of like for beginner, a lot of instruction? Level 2, moderate? Or level 3, long silence? I already see a 3 and a 2, okay? Of course, if you like long silence, Fridays are always level 3. Also, I give you a little extra bits of minutes to meditate. Okay, I see a 2, another 1. Yeah, feel free to type it in. Okay, oh, I see more 2s now. Okay. Also, if you're on Facebook, if you don't see my face on the top corner, then I don't see it until afterward. As for Facebook, I am spreading to several pictures on different pages. Oh wow, okay. It's right there split between 2 and 1. Alright, looks like in general we have more 2s. So today will be a level 2. Of course, whether you're brand new or not, take it easy, take your time. So I'll have a more moderate style of leading today, where we'll have some silence and some leading. So no worries if you're brand new, don't think that it's too hard. The levels that I made up are actually just for this class. It's just to help you guys decide how much you want. So for today, we'll have a moderate silence. So, as always, let's get into our perfect position, as I like to call it, because it's perfect for you. And when you're ready, gently close your eyes. Taking a deep breath. Breathe in the cool, calm, relaxing air. And breathe out all your worries, thoughts, and responsibilities. Just let it all go. Forget about it for the time that we are meditating. Just breathe in, breathe out. Even how we close our eyes. If you feel your eyes are being forced or you're pushing too hard, it's okay to have your eyes open for a while, or even to take a break. In fact, that's exactly why there's a video playing in the background. Something of nature to help us relax. Today is Arendelle Park and the nice river that flows by. Allow your eyes to feel at ease, because how we close them is lightly and gently, not forcibly. It's very much like letting your eyelashes touch. Your eyes don't even need to be completely closed. It's very light and comfortable. So if you find yourself squeezing or forcing your eyes shut, it's okay to open your eyes a few times. Relax your eyes, and little by little, naturally letting it fall. Closing your eyes can be a very important first thing to do. It's light, it's gentle. And of course, feel free to open and close as often as you need to help you ease in. Because meditation should never feel like work. It should feel like a mini vacation. So if any time during the meditation you feel uncomfortable, tense, discomfort, it's okay to reset, restart. It's okay to open your eyes. It's okay to move. Because we meditate for inner peace, not Instagram. You don't need to be picture perfect. Instead, feel perfect. Feel at ease. Feel like you're just right, nice and comfortable. Because once your body relaxes, your mind will follow. This is why we start with relaxation, allowing your body to feel at ease from the top of your head down to the tips of your toes. And you don't need to force or rush. Feel like you have all the time in the world. Take your time as you allow yourself to relax. Or even if you finish going through your whole body, to go ahead and do it again, just to be sure. Because as we meditate, eventually we want to learn how to let go. And it's actually very similar to relaxing. Because you cannot force yourself to let go, just like you cannot force yourself to relax. You have to allow it to release and relax naturally. And because of that, it takes time. Allow yourself to use that time. We don't always need to rush to the next thing. There are no due dates in meditation. You don't need to reach a certain amount of enlightenment within the time we meditate. It's just like a vacation. The schedule is relax. That's the entire itinerary. Relax your body, relax your mind. So take your time doing just that. Start with the body. Allow yourself to feel perfect, or at least the most comfortable that you can be for now. And relaxation is quite a spectrum. Some people may feel very comfortable. You might sit exactly like them and feel uncomfortable. So allow yourself to adjust. You don't need to be like anyone else. Right now is time for you to relax in the way that works for you. While many meditators like the sitting position, cross-legged, their hands in their lap, the sitting position is not all that important. The most important is your own comfort. When your body's relaxed, it's very easy to go inward, allowing your mind to take the break also. Well, of course, you might find a position that might be very relaxing, very comfortable. If too comfortable, we might end up falling asleep. In that case, we add awareness, bring back some focus to help us regain the balance. If that's how you meditate, we're balancing, but do so lightly and gently. There's no need to quickly adjust abruptly, or anything like that. Just like a child playing with a scale, a balance scale. You add weights to one side, it starts to lean to that side. Add weights to the other side, it leans back to the other side. We adjust little by little until the balance is perfect. But take your time. You don't need to rush. You don't need to force. As you allow yourself to learn to slow down, not need to rush or speed to the next thing, allowing ourselves to slow down to just be here, right now. Little by little, everything else starts to melt away, just melting into the background. It might not disappear completely, but it no longer bothers you, allowing you to have a little bit of peace. Because peace is accumulated. It's not a light switch. We gather it drip by drip, little by little. So take your time, relax your body, relax your mind. And as we practice, your mind may begin to wander, thinking of other things. And that's okay. You are normal. The good thing is now you're aware of it. And when you're aware of it, now you can do something about it. What we do is gently bring our mind back to our center, back to your object. But as always, do so lightly and gently. Many of us, we think of our mind and our body as one and the same. We look in the mirror, we see an adult. Our mind must be an adult. When in truth, our body may be an adult, but our mind is more like a toddler, a young child, innocent and very curious, loves to wander, go to this place and that place, very difficult for it to sit still. But just like we take care of a real baby, we don't yell, we don't get angry. We gently bring that child to where it should be, a safe spot, our center, or to stay with its toy, the meditation object or image. We do so lightly, gently, lovingly. We care for our mind like we care for a baby. Allow that lightness, that love, that care. This is the beginning of true self-care. Your mind is you also. Don't be annoyed with it. And it's just like a baby. It needs time to practice and train to be able to do all the amazing things it can do in the future. So to bring our baby mind to come back, you might use a mantra, a word or phrase, a sound, something that helps your mind feel at ease. The mantra we like to use, San Mo Arahant San Mo Arahant San Mo Arahant. You can repeat this mantra in your mind as many times as you'd like, or use your own mantra, word or phrase. For example, relax, relájate, sabay, clear and bright. Use your mantra and your meditation object as your tools to help calm and soothe your mind, and to bring your mind back to your center, back to your object. San Mo Arahant San Mo Arahant San Mo And now let us continue in silence, letting your mind be calm, clear, and peaceful. Now, let us begin spreading loving kindness. Spreading loving kindness is like spreading out your heart, sending out good intentions to all beings. So let us visualize our object as we have been doing. Imagine that your object becomes crystal clear, clean, and bright. And at the center of your object, there is a bright light. This light is very special. All those who touch this light are instantly happier, healthier, and more at peace. So we let this light illuminate our body, filling our body with light. Then let this light shine out from you, filling the room. Let the light spread far and wide, filling the city and the surrounding cities, filling the state or province and the surrounding states or provinces, filling the country and the surrounding countries, until filling the entire world and now throughout the universe. Thinking of our loved ones, our family, our friends, our close and distant relatives, our co-workers, acquaintances, all the people you know, and all the people you don't know, to all sentient beings, all the animals in this world, and even thinking to the heavens, to our friends and relatives who have passed away, wishing well for every one of them. And as we are spreading loving kindness, let us make this wish together for us all to be happy, healthy, wealthy, successful, to gain wisdom, attain enlightenment, for world peace. Let us take a moment to make our own good wishes. Sapphe Buddha Parapata Pace Kanancha Yang Palang Arahanta Nanjate Jenarakam Pantami Sapaso Sappaputtanupavena Sappathammanupavena Sappasanghanupavena Sattasoti Bhavantu Te. And now, very gently and at your own pace, opening your eyes. Take your time as we slowly come back You can take in a few deep breaths, do a little stretch if you'd like, as we slowly come back. How is everyone feeling? Right now is a very important time, the time right when we finish, to notice how you feel, because that's how you can see how you're doing. Was today pretty good or almost good? The thing is, it's always a good session, even on the days that seem challenging, because then we get to see what works, what doesn't work, allowing us to continue to get better and better. All right, see lots of thumbs up, lots of smiles. Very good. So, before we go into questions and comments, and of course, feel free to type in the chat if you'd like. Some words of wisdom I want to share with you all is especially about when we meditate, as this quote is called, "Time doesn't matter." My master says, when you're in the right condition, happiness will follow. What he means is when your mind is just right, that balance, it happens on its own. You will no longer care about the time and will be happy in the moment. This is something we're all practicing. Don't ever think that you're doing it wrong because you don't feel it yet. No. We're all actively, little by little, getting better and better. Some days easier than others. Some days it takes a bit of work. And you'll start to notice the days that seem a bit more challenging are days that you had a lot on your mind, a lot of other things going on. Because what happens in your life affects your meditation. And later on, as your meditation gets better and better, your meditation affects your life, allowing us to let go a lot easier, be able to be calm when we need to and when we want to. Of course, if there's a very serious situation happens, calm won't exactly happen easily, but you'll definitely be calmer than normal. So allow yourself to enjoy when we meditate. That way, as we meditate, time no longer matters. And it's exactly why, as we meditate more and more, we want longer silence, because that's when we start to truly get to experience what's going on in your mind, as well as the peace from within. So, I hope you all keep practicing. Okay, so now I open the floor to you all if anyone has any questions. Okay. So on YouTube, as always, Hakuzo always has questions for us. Thank you, Hakuzo. He says, how often do you get to try fresh maple syrup while in Canada? I haven't had exactly, I wouldn't say fresh, like not like directly that right away, but people do bring in maple syrup, which is, I'd say, pretty fresh because this country has a lot of maple. So yeah, pretty often we have a lot in our what's it called, in our cabinets, in the hamper, or not the hamper. You know what I mean. Okay. Oh, and there's another one. Have you met anyone that has had a negative view of Buddhist monks? I have, though it was more, not so much negative towards Buddhist monks, though more negative towards us as a sense of ignorant, unsure what we are. And part of it was due to 9/11. So there was just fear of everything. Of course, that happened way before I was a monk, but you know, if people don't get to experience other cultures and get to know what other things happen in the world, it can be easy to misinterpret, and fear can take over. So it happens, and it's just normal. Everyone you meet in your life, you'll always find three kinds of people: people who are happy to see you, people who are not happy to see you, and those who just don't care. So it's okay. We fall in those categories too, depending on what situation, and it's okay, not a big deal. I've dealt with plenty, and most of the time it's just unsure, that fear. I remember when I was going to school, when I went to university, as soon as I'm in there, of course everyone's just, what's he doing here, right? It's just like that feeling of, you just see like a priest at your class, you just go like, what's going on? Is this a Bible study or something like that? Something like that happens immediately. And then instead, I used to be kind of quiet, But then later I felt I should just go ahead and let them see what I'm like. So I come in and just like, hey everybody. They go, oh, okay, he's just one of us. All right, not a big deal. Just dress differently. That's all. And it's really that. I think I'm just glad that I grew up having confidence in myself, as well as daring to speak out and just say hello instead of very reserved and quiet, which is actually very Asian style. So I'm glad I had a best of both worlds. Grew up here in the Americas and got to have that. So thank you, mom and dad, who happen to be in the room too. Okay. Of course, for those on Zoom, feel free to ask also, as well as Facebook. All right, this one's from YouTube again. This is from Lisa. Does the time change have you off balance? I'd say kind of, but not really. I'm a night person now, thanks to late night meditation. I'm a night owl now. I used to be what is it called? Uh, an early bird, but now I'm a night owl. I just kind of enjoy, not a big deal. I'm I'm more concerned with everyone outside the Americas because everyone else has to adjust their time. Uh, Even our members in Mexico and down south, they're like, "What? It changed." Even earlier, my mom was like, "Oh, I'm late. I'm so sorry." No, you're not. It's okay because we're an hour later now for the rest of the world. Uh, Here in America and here in U.S. and Canada, we're just funny. Still wondering why do we still do this, but you know. Okay, here's one question from here on Zoom. Kanun's asking, are monks required to wear robes? Do you ever wear civilian clothes? Okay, so in the monastic, at least for Theravada Buddhism, which is like the most you could say we're like the Old Testament of Buddhism. It literally means Theravada means words of the elders. So in Theravada Buddhism, we are very strict in how the scripture was back then, and the Buddha said no, a monk should always wear just the robes. Of course, allow adjustment. For example, if it's cold, like here in Canada, it's kind of cold, I will wear some shirts to help warm me up. I'll wear a jacket. I'm not going out like this in the snow, right? So it's just like that. We adjust to the thing, but normally we wouldn't change into just like a layperson clothes in general. But I guess I would if I needed it, extreme need. For example, when we're shoveling snow, this clothes freezes. so I'll probably put on some snow gear, some pants like that, and shirts, and then shovel the snow as usual. I remember when I was in New Jersey, we were shoveling, and it was really cold, and my bottom robe froze. It froze, so it was like um, it got wet from the snow, of course, because snow is water, but then it froze back because it's so cold, and I had that feeling like the old English dresses. It just kind of stuck. It was very funny. Too bad I didn't really have much. I didn't have a picture of it, but that would have been a funny one to keep. But anyways, yes. So we can if we need to. So adjustment. But in general, since especially since the Buddha's time, they were in India and Nepal, and in the very warm areas. So this was plenty, just like in Thailand. Just this is plenty. Okay. Yeah. Thank you for your question, Kanun. Okay. Here's another question from Hakuzo. We still have time, I think. It says, if time remaining, if someone does have a rough time meditating, should they continue meditation or take like an hour break and try again? That's a very good question. When we meditate, remember, that's why I say quality over quantity. Because if your quality is not there, you're just enduring. It's no good. You're just forcing yourself. Sadly, a lot of monks do this because we feel like it's something we're supposed to do. Our master even tells us now that when we have meditation retreats, we have set times that we come in and meditate together. But within those time frames, if your body's not quite ready yet, it's okay to sit by the water, listen to as the stream passes by. It's okay to go sit by a tree or sit leaning on a tree. Totally fine, because while the world uses a clock for the schedule, our mind and body doesn't always follow that clock. So adjust when we're meditating together. That's why I have the videos. They're just a way to help us feel at ease. Sometimes you're not able to get to a nice spot. I remember this Saturday, one of our members was sitting at a tree outside while listening to meditation. I was like, oh, that's a great spot. But depending on where you are, you don't always have that luxury. You don't get that opportunity to do that. So allow yourself to adjust. If needed to, take a break. It's okay to take a break. It's okay to open your eyes. It's okay to move. And sometimes during a retreat, I might start off feeling okay, and then somewhere in the middle, I need a break. Go outside, take a walk, have some water, maybe some tea, depending on what's your preference, tea, coffee, whatever. And then you feel at ease. Okay, I feel better now. And come back, meditate again. Especially now that it's online. The good thing is you can push pause, especially on Facebook and YouTube. No problem, then come back. Or you don't even have to push pause. Just have it in the background as you try to relax. Take your time. I know sometimes my dad is here on Zoom, but he's listening while he's working. So it's just like helping him keep at ease while he does what he needs to do. So allow yourself to adjust. You don't have to, like I've always said, you don't have to be perfect. You don't even have to be a perfect student as we meditate together. And when you allow yourself that ability to grow and adjust, you actually do better. But if you force yourself, you get stuck. Not only that, you might build a bad habit. One bad habit from 10 years ago, a lot of people misunderstanding. They would sit very still. Great, they look beautiful. They look absolutely picture perfect. But their mind is just everywhere because they're forcing and trying to make sure they look right, including myself. I call it the teacher pose, because when you're the teacher, you should look a certain way. But at the same time, when you try to look a certain way, you're no longer doing what you're supposed to do. You're forcing on this instead. And I realized that was my block. And I realized after a monk, when I went to meditate in the retreat, he's like, I asked him, I don't know why, but I always feel stuck. I don't know why. It's just, he's like, okay. Then he said, do you teach meditation? I'm like, yes. He's like, all right. It's because you're forcing your body to sit right, which you shouldn't need to. Relax, just like you're teaching the students. I'm like, of course. This is why I always tell you guys, remember, relax, and let go of your expectations. Those are the things that held me back. So from my own experience, I share with you guys because I know that you will have the same experience or something similar, where you start to feel like you're meditating well, and then suddenly you start to say, it's supposed to be like this, it's supposed to be like that. That's expectation. And then suddenly, instead of going through enjoying the view, it becomes, where's this wall coming from? I'm trying to see over this wall. It's not working because of that expectation. So each time we meditate, relax, take your time, allow yourself to experience, not try to make something happen. When we try to make something happen, it's the opposite. It ends up holding us back. So if you need a break, take a break. Even while we're here on Zoom or watching from YouTube or Facebook and during the live, it's okay. I don't feel bad if you need to leave. Sometimes you have a phone call. It happens. Sometimes you just feel, it's not working right now. I need a break. No problem. Or I'm falling asleep. Time to go to sleep. Okay, that's fine too. As I'm here to help you. I want to help you all get some peace. Sometimes you arrive at it, and then even if at the end of meditation you feel you want to keep going, just turn off the sound. Continue to meditate. You don't have to listen to me afterward. You can go back and check later on YouTube. No problem. Because one thing our master also says is, if you have a very good experience, you find yourself at peace, and you have time to keep going, don't stop. Let yourself keep going. It's not exactly something that happens often. As many of us, when we meditate, we know we can feel okay a lot of times. And then there's that one time, I don't want to stop. Turn off Zoom, turn off YouTube, turn off Facebook, whatever. And then continue. Allow yourself to keep going. Because it's a rare opportunity to keep going if you have time. So allow adjustment. That's the important thing. When you allow yourself to adjust, you won't be constricted. You'll be allowed to grow the way that you should. So thank you so much for the question, Hakuzo. And yes, very, very fitting for our meditation class. Okay. Any other questions or wonders? of course, if you're here on Zoom, feel free to stay longer. We can chat some more after. Also, letting you all know, number one place to be able to keep connected is Zoom during a live session. Due to the internet situation here, sometimes YouTube disappears, sometimes Facebook disappears. The one that even if I disappear, I can always come back to Zoom. So just so you know, if there's any technical difficulties, just come join us on Zoom. You don't have to turn on your video. It's just a little bit easier, at least for right now. Until this city is able to upgrade the internet, we'll have to adjust to it. Okay. Oh, Kaleem's asking, did I have a smoothie? I did not have a smoothie today, but I did have what is it? But I have been drinking a lot of water, keeping hydrated. Thank you. So before we go, I'd like to give you all a blessing. May you all be blessed with happiness, good health, wealth, success in your lives. May you be surrounded by good friends who will always guide you into light, in times of darkness and in times of need. And when you close your eyes to meditate, may you attain inner peace easily and quickly in every lifetime. So thank you again, everyone. Have a excuse me. Have a wonderful day or night wherever you're watching from. And remember, a smile a day keeps the stress away. So everyone, keep smiling. Let's brighten up the world together. So take care, and of course, thank you as always. And I hope I can be here to help you all here on Late Night Meditation. Take care, everyone. Okay, accidentally pushed the wrong